What's up, party people? I'm MoserRS, and today we're going to be talking about Dekaron's new battle support system. Now, this update was initially put in place with Action 23, but then it was removed because they thought it was causing some server disconnect issues. But after ironing all that out, the battle support system is back. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that I definitely have mixed feelings about this system. It basically allows you to AFK farm in Dekaron. However, there is one aspect of it that makes me kind of okay with the idea, but we'll talk about that more as we get into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this support guide that they put on the Dekaron website, and then I will hop in game and play around with this a little bit so you guys can see how it works. But basically, like I said, how this works is you click on your battle support button, and you can set skills and abilities and items and all that to automatically trigger and allow you to farm. Now, the controversial thing about this, right, is that AFK farming with summoners was a bannable offense, and then they add a system in the game that allows you to AFK farm. So that is kind of confusing to me, but the fact that they're adding it into the game, I guess, makes it a little more mainstream, and I'm oddly enough, I'm kind of okay with it, and I'll touch on that a little bit more as we go. So you have this thing at the top called stamina, and I believe that each stamina lasts for 1 minute. And it indicates how many minutes you can use the system. So you get 60 every day, and you can refill, and it refills every day at the reset time on the server. So you can do it for 60 minutes. You can get more stamina, at least in my mind. I know of two ways to get more. One is from the D shop, and the other place is, I believe, stamina drops in Arcadia. I don't know if it drops anywhere else, but you can farm it in-game. But as you can see here, you're going to set all these options. So you can set skills and stuff like that. And I'll talk about this more after we hop in game here. So I'm not going to get too crazy. This is the order that your skills go in. The cool thing, too, is you can add buffs, which is good. So, for example, if you want to use your Steam Bass so you can pull more mobs, you can have that active. If you want to farm in Arcadia and you need your Arcadia protections, you can put that there so you can farm there as well. So this is all very cool. Anyway, I don't know if I have anything else to add on to here, so I think we're just going to hop in game and we're going to take a look at the setting itself. So I loaded up my Seg Ripper here just to try this out. So as you can see, the battle support system is located in the top left here. And before I get into this too much, I just want to say I think it's kind of cool that they added this into the game because not everyone has a ton of time to play, and the fact that they're giving you 60 minutes every day where your character can farm on its own is pretty generous in my opinion. And if you want it to last more, you can either pay money or you can farm the stamina itself. So this doesn't seem totally broken to me. And this way it gets rid of the illegal aspect of, AFK farming with your summoner, because now there's a way to farm in game, so you can't really say that's bad anymore. The other thing I like about it is the idea of being able to AFK play the game is actually a concept that is being utilized in a ton of mobile games. And if you guys didn't know, right now the biggest gaming market is mobile gaming. So the fact that they took an idea from mobile gaming and implemented it in the game is actually extremely smart. Because people actually really like this, because it allows them to play and progress, but not have to spend a ton of time doing it. So even though the whole, this kind of being a bot system is kind of upsetting to me, at the same time, I do think it's actually going to be good for the game, and I think it'll bring in other things too, like more gemstones, and if people are farming Seed of Dreams, then there'll be more protectors in game and stuff like that. So I have to admit, I'm not totally against this, but I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it, guys. I'm just being honest. But in general, I think it's actually kind of a cool update to the game. But just to show you guys how this works really quick here, you have some options here. The return option makes it so that every once in a while you return back to the initial spot you started your program. Normal attack just means that you're going to be using your basic attack. So just to give you an example here, if you're attacking, you can see here that it's just using basic skills. So in a way, it can be slightly advantageous for your class to be like melee, for example, or maybe even a hunter, because as you can see here, your melee is going to do a lot of damage. Now, if you're using like a mage or a black wizard or something like that, or even a signal, like your basic attack is not going to hit very hard, so you definitely need to be using skills. But you can also utilize this to use things to like buff your mana. For example, if I was on my black wizard, I could use skills because I have that mana boost ability that allows my mana to recharge faster. So I would still be able to do it with skills over time without having to use potions. So anyway, that's really cool. You can have a self-target ability, and I think what that does is it makes it so that whenever you're not attacking something, maybe you target yourself. But that would be important for an ability like, so say I'm AFK farming with my Seg Ripper, and I want to use, hold on, I gotta open up my skill menu here, and I want to heal myself while I'm doing that. What I could do, oh sorry, I have to unlock here, is I could take self-healing and I could put it here, and it'll self-heal every like 5 seconds, and I think you can change that. Yep, you can. And then we'll just throw like a random, oops, no, let's not do it off of there though. We'll throw a random skill in there. I think I'm going to use this. And then we can turn off normal attack and just have it do these two things. Or I think I can leave normal attack on there too. So as you can see there, I heal myself, I activate my ability, and I attack. And then whenever it cools down, I heal myself again. So if you did something like this, as long as you had enough mana recovery and maybe you'd use a buff for that, it would allow you to have your guy healing himself while he's AFK farming. So that's actually a pretty good system right there. And then in addition to that, let's say you want to be using those buffs, right? So as I showed earlier, you could take those buffs and you could throw them in here. And then after, I don't know where that Argate came from, but... oh, this guy's inviting me to his party. Not right now, sorry, buddy. But if you have this, then it'll reapply the buff every time it runs out. So we'll start here. As you can see, it'll activate my buff. I use my ability, and now I'm farming away. And you can even have things in there like, I think you can even use... Can you use potions? I don't know if you can use potions. It might just be buffs. So let's find out here. Can I put a potion in here? No, you can't do a potion, but you can use buffs, right? And so like Shiny Golden Frog, for example, will increase your MP recovery. So maybe you could stack that with your abilities so you have enough mana to maintain your abilities as you are using them. So I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a really cool implementation to the game. Like I said, mixed feelings, but the more I think about it, the more I like it. And I think it's going to allow people to progress more in the game, especially now that the level cap is higher, and it's going to take much longer for people to get to max level, get to their Grandmeisters. This will definitely aid in that. Anyway, that's, I think, all I have for you in this video, guys. Let me know what you think about this new battle support system, whether you think it's good for the game, bad for the game, if you'll be using it, or if you'll be not using it. You know, let me know. I'm curious on what you guys have to think. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, take care until next time. Suggestions or anything like that, you know, you can leave them, or comments or suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments, guys, and we will see you in the next video.